More fallout is continuing to come the Bloodline's way, so we'll check out the latest there. We'll also see the latest rumors with Alexa Bliss, Bray Wyatt, and more. Let's start things off with a slightly new update for Alexa Bliss that could be connected to Bray Wyatt as well. So last time we talked about Bray and Alexa, we went over the rumors and buzz that was going around regarding Alexa's return and how it allegedly could take place around the time frame of Night of Champions. Well, now there's some slight updates to those rumors. Alexa Bliss herself has been getting fans talking by simply posting cryptic gifs of herself inside the WWE ring. There's no captions to these tweets from Alexa Bliss, only the visual of her being inside the ring. So, as usual, for when it comes to tweets like this, they can mean anything. It's truly up to your own interpretation. Some fans think that it's Alexa implying that she misses being in the ring, since she's been out since January after all. And now it's nearly June, so she's missed half of 2023 outside of the ring. Some fans think it's Alexa's tease that her return or something involving her character and WWE could be on the horizon, and the fact that Alexa started posting these gifs right after those rumors of her return started to go around definitely has fans diving deep and looking for any hidden meanings that they can find. As far as the latest with Bray Wyatt, there's been a lot of back and forth reports there with him as well. It was reported that he was no longer listed on the WWE internal roster. Then a report came out that said he was on the internal roster. And then another one came out after that saying he wasn't listed on the internal roster after all, along with some other big name superstars. So it's been a confusing few days for Bray Wyatt news in that regard. But it's also been reported that Bray is still allegedly on the payroll though. And we previously talked about how Road Dogg even said that a new writer has already been brought in to handle the Bray story when he returns. So a lot of fans really don't know what to think anymore for when it comes to Bray's status. Does he have one foot out the door? Is he still in? No one appears to know that answer right now. Reports also claim to keep a close eye on Alexa Bliss because she may be the key to figuring out what's going on with Bray Wyatt's WWE status. If Alexa returns and picks up from where she left off at with Uncle Howdy and that whole evil transition, that's a very good sign that Bray will shortly follow after her to pick up the same story. But on the other hand, if Alexa returns and she's normal again with no Uncle Howdy involvement at all, then that's a very bad sign for Bray Wyatt's status. So that's what everyone is saying. Keep a close eye on Alexa Bliss when she returns, because that'll be a clear indication on where everything stands with Bray Wyatt. The May 19th edition of SmackDown was a jam-packed show in regards to progressing the Bloodline's cracks. It all starts off with Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa having a face-to-face with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Roman and Sami are going back and forth with each other. Roman says that he had a great career full of highs and lows, but that his biggest career regret was allowing Sami Zayn into his life and letting him get close to the Bloodline. Sami Zayn says that his biggest regret was not hitting Roman Reigns with that chair even sooner. Sami is all smiles for the most part because everything he's been saying over the last few months is coming true. The Bloodline is barely being held together right now, and how Roman's greed has led them to this point of having so many cracks within the family. Roman Reigns looks like he has a lot more to say to Sami Zayn, but the Usos suddenly run into the ring and attack Sami and Kevin from the crowd. And it's instantly revealed to us, the audience, that the Usos acted alone with that attack. They thought that surprising Roman with that plan would please him and make him happy with them again. But it only made things worse and frustrated Roman Reigns. He scolds the Usos right there in the ring, telling them that this is his ring, and he has never asked them to come out and interrupt him. And then we got a short moment that was probably one of the most talked about moments of the night. Roman turns around and slightly bumps shoulders with Solo Sikoa. Roman immediately looks terrified and intimidated by Solo Sikoa. When it comes to the Usos, Roman doesn't care. He'll put his hands on them, yell at them, do pretty much whatever he wants to them without even giving it another thought. But like this little subtle moment showed here, Roman is not like that with Solo Sikoa. Roman definitely has some sort of level of respect for Solo Sikoa that definitely could be connected to some fearfulness as well. Roman didn't verbally apologize to Solo Sikoa after bumping into him, but you can definitely tell by Roman's facial expressions and his hand gestures that he was regretful and apologetic towards Solo for sure. If that was the Usos or Sami Zayn that Roman bumped into, he probably would have shoved them in the face and yelled at them. But he doesn't do that with Solo. Very interesting, and something that can definitely come into play much more down the line. It was even recently reported that WWE allegedly views Solo Sikoa as the future and could see him being a big heel for the next decade. So what better way to build him for the future than by having even Roman Reigns appear to be fearful for him? Lots of seeds being planted there for many different possible things. These subtle moments may only last for a few seconds, but they're definitely there to set up much bigger things down the line. Roman is having lots of tension with the Usos right now, but could he eventually even have tension with Solo Sikoa down the line as well? They're certainly hinting at it. But then we come backstage and Roman is continuing to scold the Usos for their bogus plan that they didn't run by him first. It's also a pretty interesting thing to note that Solo Sikoa basically has his eyes locked on Roman for this entire backstage segment. But Roman says that he's the shot caller and that he still has more to say to Sami Zayn, but they messed everything up with their terrible plan. Roman quickly gets disgusted and tells them to leave and get out. Then we see Paul Heyman meet up with the Usos in the hallway, and Heyman is doing his usual job of trying to clean up the decisions made by Roman's temper. Heyman tells them that Roman forgives the both of them for everything. So Jimmy gets excited and asks if that means Roman and Solo will be at ringside for their main event match against the LWO. And Heyman tells him no, but continues to try and manipulate them in the usual fashion of calling them the greatest tag team ever and how they can easily handle the LWO. And then Jimmy eyed Paul Heyman down from head to toe very seriously. So that itself is another one of those subtle, quick moments that could end up having deeper meanings. Jimmy has always been a little blind to Paul Heyman's manipulation tactics, but this little quick stare down moment here could be a sign that even Jimmy Uso is starting to open his eyes and see the writing on the wall. The Usos would once again go on to lose their match in the main event of SmackDown, which only made Roman even more irate backstage. Solo Sikoa is about to get up from his chair to most likely march down to the ring and take out the Usos, but Roman tells him no and holds him back. Roman also had a 1,000-day title reign celebration coming up in a few weeks on SmackDown. But considering how things have been trending for the Bloodline, chances are that something will most definitely go wrong during that celebration. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.